choice, but whichever choice you make the art is dead. You are dead. The art, that's a fair way to say so. This is a video game. Say, this video knows more about the things that interest me because he's a very bright guy. And I thought, that's why you want to talk to me about artificial intelligence. You don't know what all of this feel for my children. I do feel for my children, but I live my smell you enough. You can go to church all you want. I've seen people go to church with small minds, nasty judgment, like that. And yet, I see people go to church lights the food. That means something. And this is the great line that has to be connected. So I believe in this connection. I believe in all of us connecting with one another. It has to be a choice. You have to. You do not care about the only critical thing I know is more government is there, more it does for you, the less free you are. The more happens you are among communists, the less free you are. Well, fascism, no, it's just going to end with democracy. I don't care about democracy. I care about freedom. It is possible to be free in a monarchy and in a democracy when the democracy is going bad. But the best machinery of freedom we've ever invented is right there in the Constitution. The Constitution is way beyond the powers of the Constitution, which is what we've done. So that's all I'm fighting for. All I care about. I do not care about this policy or that policy. I simply care about the way my life, your life, all of our lives. That's a thing to believe in. That is a thing to believe in. And all of the things inside that, liberty, but we can't live just like everyone else. The porn, the drinking, the promising. Blacks that's what I'm trying to get at. That's why I think beauty is so important. That's why I think the arts are so important. My church is so important. My marriage is so important. It's all about connection and community that leads to creation from creation. That's what we're doing. eat some fish at least every week. I used to fish all the time. I used to fish almost every day. I love fresh fish, and I especially love fresh Alaskan fish.
You know, I would have liked 2 points, but that was the biggest moral victory of the season. Moral victory? They won the all. They got ice like Fraser Beck. Yeah, but we all thought Alex Steves was scoring too, and he didn't. So, like, that's pretty good. Let's go! It starts with an A and ends with a sign off the That's just a nine! Wherever you are, Leafs lose 5-3 Boston Bruins. I gotta apologize to Mr. I am baffled over this loss, which is a ridiculous thing to say during an 82-game season. But November, that's an insane thing to think. It is a ridiculous way to think. And I asked for questions ahead of this video, and I want to put this one at the front because it flies in the face of what I was thinking. From Zoltan Vamos was that even a bad loss, defensive breakdown sucked. Sure, you need a save. Otherwise, power play sucks. Shelley and Robo were nuts. The third line is the best we've had in years. Hildeby looked good in relief, and the Leafs still had a great idea. Am I alone here? And here's the thing, they aren't alone here. I mean, in a nutshell, like, all right, it was pretty close. It was pretty close. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I'm having a hard time with that. That might literally be what the game was. It might be. I am physically incapable of looking at it that way. I can't do it. There's no amount of psychic wizardry. There's no amount of mental gymnastics I can lie to myself with to convince myself that loss was anything less than unacceptable. Like here, the Leafs just won 3 games in a row, right? That should afford them a little bit of lead, right? When the Leafs were down to Pittsburgh a couple games ago, and just getting their show in their own building, and Craig Berube, I assume, lost his mind on them at the end of the second period. They came back and they won. It was wonderful. And after the game, Austin Matthews said, "That third period is who we are. We're an tenacious team. We're all 5 guys, all 4 lines. After great epic win, let's keep it going here at home." And they did keep it going at home for 1 game against the Utah team at the end of a road trip on the second half of a back-to-back playing their backup goalie. And you can only beat the team in front of you, and that is the one that Utah is in front of them. But this one is the Bruins in their 3rd season without Charlie McAvoy or Casey Middlestat. You have a home ice advantage. You're rested, and you get dummy the vast majority of the game. Way out, way out. And you get dunked on with Chris. Yeah, you. I can't stomach. Oh my God, you could have seen that loss coming from space. They won 3 straight, they're fat and happy. Ray Smith is coming to town. No, it's burying. You can see that from the edge of the known universe. You could have seen that. And in that moment, this isn't even a shot at Matthews directly, but in that moment, with that Herculean effort that he had against Pittsburgh, I was like, shoot, that was the most captainly he's ever looked. And he hasn't been captain for very long, but it's the most captainly he's ever looked. He put the team on their back for that 1 period and gave that speech after the game, and I was ready to run into the wall. And then the next game was the Leafs' first full 60-minute effort. This game, right back. It mentally, it undid the last 3 games entirely. And I know that's an unhealthy relationship to have with the sports team that you cheer for and make videos about and have to talk about every time. And I agree with aspects of like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. But you're treating the Leafs like like they're a normal team, and they're not. They're not. They're not even kind of. They're not even